So dim. Ta-da! So dumb. It's sodium. Ah, ah, ah. Hey, 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 hey. Da-na, 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 da-na. Coming to a theater near you. Coming to a shower near you. Rated R. Run away, quick. We thought it was gonna be stupid, but it's intelligent. The visuals are there for cognitive dissipating ignorance. But damn it, if this guy's gonna start speaking intelligence over amazing illustrations, I need to run away because it's not ignorant. There's nothing ignorant about it. Damn. Even the clickbait element of it that is so entertaining will only allow the layman to unwittingly step into my domain. You're going to learn something today. Ooh. You're going to learn today. Huh? All right, so let's get down to it. Essentially, the water is not everlasting. Why? The oceans are completely saturated in salt. The oceans lead to the holiest of holies, where the water is everlasting. Now you tell me what is going on when you need an A and B conduit to make things happen. It takes two to make the things go right. It takes two to tango. A highway goes two ways, back and forth. So, essentially, you've got a conduit that is electrical. Then, you've got C, which is salt. Then you've got B, which is the body of water that goes with the electrical conduit. If C becomes A, then where does that leave you? Nowhere. You understand? It doesn't leave you anywhere. It doesn't give you much anything. There is no A, B, and C. There's only an A, B. Part 2 and a part 1 to create a whole piece. 2 halves to make a whole. So, with that being said, it would be very plausible that the water is salt water because it consistently adds to the so dim effect. The everlasting water is produced associated with everlasting light that is unmeasurable. All right? So, what you've got to do is you've got to turn this into this. This is nothing but sodium. That is nothing but a big salt body of just salt. If you consume too much of this, you will have a heart attack. Why? Because too much of anything is bad for you, especially if it's poisonous. If it's not good for you at all, it's just not going to be good for you at all. It's going to make you, overweight, obese, all of that. So, what you've got to do is you've got to turn this into this. Because this color spectrum feeds the entire chakra alignment. That is your food source. That is your rejuvenation. That is your senses. That is the flow of chi from all the chi centers and chakras that go all the way back to the whole. The body and the chakra and the unicorn is a suit, a strong suit, kind of like they tell you whenever you got a strong suit. So it feels like you're sitting on top of your body, kind of like this, like you're wearing a coat. That's how it feels like when the unicorn horn comes out. It feels like you're wearing a suit, a strong suit. The A and B is not here. No, sorry. The A, B, and C, or the AC is not here. You just got A and B. See how the results are? They're very progressive, luminous. 2 halves to the whole. Sodium is a parasite, something that was mixed into the new foundation of what this earth has become. Is based off of a salt that is found in the earth. If you were to cut salt out of your diet, you're not going to die. They're going to tell you you must have body salts because you don't want to die. Well, obviously, that is the smoking gun. You could fast for an entire month and not die from not having salt in your body. It just tells you it's just nothing but lies. Now, if you pry your eyes open, which is very important, if you want to decalcify yourself within a matter of a couple of days, the only way to do it is to go through this painstaking venture of getting it to run out of your face, run down your chest, out of your pores, everything. It's going to taste like salt coming out of the apex of where the salt is held the most, because this is the leader and the body follows the leader. You see what I'm saying? So they had to attack the leader worse, out of all the chakras and out of all the organs of the body, the head is being attacked the most. All right, so I went through all of this, and you guys were there. You witnessed me go through weeks and weeks of different trainings, guinea pig steps, like fasting forever, all kind of stuff. You don't want to take several weeks to get to this point, because what you're going to do is your body is going to deteriorate slowly. As you're starting to become more illuminated, you become weak, and then you're seeing sparkles. But man, how the heck do I get here? Because this is just too hard. I can't spend another week without food. The reason why that's happening is because the sun is not feeding your pineal gland because of the calcification. If it can't get in there, you can't feed yourself from the color spectrum of the sun. You can't feed yourself like that because it's blocked off. So the only way to do this is to go from here to there. You can't do all this. If you do all this, you're fucked. You got to go from here to this, A to Z. Notice that there's two halves to make a whole. Every time I'm talking, I'm not going down the alphabet. You know what I mean? I'm going 1, 2. You know what I mean? You got to do one of these two. You're going to have to hold yourself down like Mos Def did, to sit through the antagonizing, painstaking truth that there's a reptilian. You get it? They were telling you the light of it is he's being enlightened as to what actually is truly happening. Right here, Clockwork Orange. He had his eyes pried, and he didn't get up from this motherfucking chair until his ass was done. His ass sat and squirmed for hours, bro. So that's what you're gonna have to do. If you're gonna wanna see this before you get here sickly and skinny, then you're gonna have to sit in the sun and go through this painstaking process of pulling all this poison out of your body. And I'm telling you, it's gonna taste like nothing but salt pouring out of your face. I'm sweating right now because my head and the rest of my body is not as sweaty as my head is. And my neck is sweaty and my head is sweaty because that's where the salt is. My body still wants to breathe. The rest of my body feels like it can breathe. Now imagine that, you being hot and cold at the same time. It don't make any damn sense. But that's what's going on right now. Like literally my head is sweating bullets. And this ain't nothing but salt. You understand? This is my everlasting life being stolen from me right here. Now, what you want to do is you want to sweat. You want to sweat like crazy. You want to sweat it to the oldies like you're Richard Simmons. You want to sweat your ass off. You want to sweat so much that people are concerned. Like, dude, why are you sweating so damn much? This is dangerous. You know what I mean? Like to that point to where it just seems like it ain't right. Once that happens, you go out into that sun, it starts to taste like you ate a cheeseburger. That sun fills you up and it gets into there because there's no salt in there, and it starts to feed you. And then you're like, oh shit, boop, I'm going to Z now. Oh shit, whoop. Because you're not doing all this bullshit that they tell you to do. They've been telling us this, and I've been trying everything because I've been listening to others. They tell you, don't do this. Don't listen to these people, man. You came to my channel. Listen to me, man, because I'm getting it straight from the light. I ain't gonna tell you no lies. Fake ass Federal Reserve notes can't entice me. Silicon tree stumps that are rare and cut, lied to you and told is a diamond, can't entice me. Because it ain't nothing but a bunch of lies. Everything in here, the value of the things that we perceive to be value are found in knowledge and wisdom, and the pursuit of happiness and freedom that is found within it is where wealth is. Health is wealth. Fucking money, that shit ain't wealth. That's a goddamn illusion. All right, so what you want to do is you want to have some water, because when you get there, you're going to want to put something in your body because this is new. You're going to say, man, what kind of water can I drink that doesn't have sodium in it? Fluoride, sodium fluoride. What kind of water can I drink that is not going to do this to me? it needs to be distilled. That's the first thing. If it's got total dissolved solids in it, fucking get rid of it. Because why? You're dissolving solids from the earth that are found in the earth naturally, that is full of salt and phosphates. I'm telling you, when I quit this, I could probably take a piece of dirt and put it on my tongue. It'll probably taste like the most saltiest shit ever. Why? Because we're so full of salt that when the salt is actually gone, this whole earth is probably gonna taste like a salt shake. Like you probably go and a piece of tree bark will probably taste like just a bunch of salt. That's how bad people are poisoned with sodium. You're so dumb, you're so dumb. It's because of the sodium, guys. All right? That's why people lie to you, and it sounds plausible, because you don't have the mental capacity, the electrical synapses, or anything, because that part is being stolen by the C electrical parasite. So people don't have the mental capacity to perceive truth in their brains. It's bad. So dumb, bro. That's why people are dumbed down. It's because of fluoride. They told you the fluoride in your water supply is dumbing you down, bro. It's making your ass stupid as a motherfucker. So go take a shower in it. What? Did you forget that it was poison? Yes, you did. That's why you're gonna go fucking take a shower in this shit. Dude, I would rather drink gasoline than to sit in a goddamn bathtub. I would rather drink gas, bro. Cage Kennels. Bathe in water I wouldn't drink before gasoline. That's what he tells you. All right, so right now, light is like a burger to me right now. I don't fucking want to eat no more food because I did this. This is what you got to do, man. And you can't get up until you don't feel the need to squirm uncomfortably anymore. Whenever you don't feel like you need to squirm anymore, you're done. You're like so, like I did this, man, and it was weird because I thought that Whole Foods was gonna be all right. Mr. Cheeks was like, don't eat nothing. That shit is poison. I was like, what are you talking about poisonous? It don't feel poisonous, it don't. Bro, whenever you do this, you're gonna feel this hollow space. And if you eat a cucumber, you immediately feel it start to calcify. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? Wait a minute, he was right. I was hanging out with layman's. I was hanging out amongst the status quo. They're gonna tell you, take care of yourself, eat your food. It is to be expected. They don't fucking know. They don't have a clue. But you gotta listen to the light, man. The light tells you the truth. Nobody knows the truth in here. Everybody only knows lies, all right? So when I did this the first time, my eyes were bloodshot because I used speculums. That shit irritated the fuck out of my eyes. Even stuck to my eyelid when it dried out. And it was like metal being pulled out from the inner. It was a painstaking venture, bro. You might as well just do this. Because if you're not like a man of steel, like you're not just, fuck it, I'm gonna go and do all this. I'm gonna jump off this cliff now. Like if you're not that kind of guy to save yourself, then just do this. Because you can't handle that. That shit is gonna this shit is gonna have salt pouring out of your face like a faucet. Like that shit is hard to deal with. It's very uncomfortable. But I did it and I got all the way here and the sun is like, look, you're about to break out. Drink distilled water for the next 10 days. I'm thinking like, what the fuck are you talking about? The sun is gonna be gone. The forecast says that there's no sun for the next 10 days. How the fuck am I gonna measure up with distilled water? He was right. As soon as I ate a cucumber, I went right back here. Dude, I was right here. I was right here getting ready to break out. And I went right back off of vegetables, bro. I was like, what? Vegetables? Not even any salt? I was putting ginger in a bowl, cucumber with garlic pieces and ginger just to avoid the salt, bro. Just so I could have some flavor. And it still calcified me. I was so pissed that I was so depressed, I just went back to this. By the end of the week, I was completely calcified. I'm telling you, when you get all of that out from doing this, you feel the empty space in there for you to expand into. But if you eat any of these whole foods, if you eat any of that, you instantly start to calcify. It is the most weirdest shit ever. You feel it being washed over. If you say fuck it and eat a peanut butter sandwich, it comes over like big time. If you say, man, fuck it, I'm just gonna eat some shit with salt in it because I'm already going back. Man, that shit goes all the way back. You understand? Is that it's like a block in your head. My head feels like right now, it feels like a feather. When your head feels like a bowling ball, it's because the energy that powers the strength of your neck and your body is found in the AB conduit situation. That energy is stolen, your head feels heavy. That's what it is, man. All your energy is being stolen from you. All this salt is taking everything away from you, man. It is making your ass dumb as fuck. It's dumbing you down. Sodium fluoride is salt. All right, so the main thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you fucking ejaculate, bro. A lot. Often. You want to be doing that shit often. Like a lot. Why? Because it's pleasurable and it makes you sweat. It makes you sweat. And when all this is gone, you're going to realize that once a day, twice a day is not a thing. It's more like 5, 6, 7 times a day. And you're going to be like, wait a minute. Am I really that much of that kind of being? You're going to realize it's true. You're a pleasure conduit, a pleasure principle-based conduit that is electrical. That is what it is. When you get to this point to where it seems like it's nothing but ghosts coming out, if you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to get into details, but you know, the whole ghost situation goes away and it turns into silica. And it's not salty. Just take a little dab and you're going to be like, wait, where's the salt? It's going to be gone. And when that's gone, that capability is going to be off the charts, bro. You're going to be like, what? Whoa, what the? Hey, oh, I feel so alive now. I just feel so fruitful. And I could just, man, I could have a whole bunch of kids if I want. Damn. Why are the kids coming out complacent in this world? Why? It's because of your ejaculate. It's got salt in it. If you pass that shit over to your seed and you have a fucking conceived kid, you're going to have a layman. You ain't going to have no Super Saiyan. You're going to have a sodium conduit. So that baby is already being robbed because of your ignorance. See what I'm saying? It ain't the vaccines that are doing it that's causing the autism. Those are like patsies. Those are like the obvious, plausible explanations that make people question what's going on without looking at the elephant in the room, which is just salt. That's all it is salt. You got a big salt calcified brain. I'm probably gonna go back out and do this again, just to pull more out because I got it coming out it's starting to seep out. See what I mean? It's coming from my head, pouring down my neck, out of my spine. It's some nasty shit, this salt. So let's see. Not so salty anymore. The salt coming from my forehead is not salty. Now you tell me why I have a considerable amount of reduction to my salt makeup and I'm not laying on the ground sick. You've been lied to. I haven't eaten in days. Why in the fuck am I not fucking starving? My lips are not cracked. They're not. You've been lied to. See? I'm hydrated, buddy. You've been lied to, bro. You've been lied to. They got you eating sodium burgers, sodium this, sodium that. Well, don't need too much sodium. You'll have a heart attack. It's because it's fucking poison. It's because it's poison, guys. So, what kind of exercises do you need to do? So, we already covered the whole foods. Whole foods are nothing but salt, phosphates. I'm telling you, if I take a bite into a cucumber now, it's probably going to taste like a salt-cumber. I'm not fucking joking. Whole foods are going to taste like salt foods after this is over. Woo. All right, so you got to make sure you sun gaze and you exercise, one and the same. Sun gaze and meditation. Now, what kind of exercises we covered? These exercises. Amazingly, I would do a drawing like that one over there, just so this would be in the next sheet underneath to miraculously provide, once again, these exercises to the people so they know exactly what kind of exercises. How convenient and miraculous is that? Tell me, man. I mean, I'm living through this. It's a roller coaster of amazement. I'm just going through it. All right, so you spiral the head It brings out the sensation of the unicorn horn. That's why they got all the stuff in the stores. They're telling you that you are a unicorn, that you are an all-encompassing, all super being, all-in-one copy printer fax machine. You understand? Is that you've got Flash, Superman, everything all wrapped into one being. It would have to be the most of satanic delights to keep you on a Super Saiyan level and not a unicorn level. Because that's like, you're still vulnerable, but you're powerful. I like it. It's like you're like playing with fire, like you're on the edge of being free. But since you got that little shackle on your toe, we still got you. Like, they like that shit. That's why they want you to be a Super Saiyan and not be a damn unicorn. And then they're gonna rub the unicorns in your face though, because you're just right there. You're just right there. Fucking assholes, bro. All right, so spiral your hands. It's all about spiraling. Spiral the head. Spiral your hands. Spiral the body into a circle. It makes you dizzy at first, but after a while, you're going to start to realize that is rejuvenating your chakra alignment. Kind of like Jim Carrey. He spins around and he pulls all that poison out. He spins it out of himself. And then he turns into the fourth dimensional being that is the unicorn. So, again, you're going to feel that energy spiraling out of your head towards the sun. You want to do squats. You want to do squats. Why? Because you're pumping this electricity out of the earth. Now, you might say, well, isn't the ground salty? Well, it is, yes. But you're not putting the salt in your body. You're absorbing it to the immediate outer layers, in which the body is smart enough to know to get rid of it, because your body sweats out toxins, which is found amongst salt elements, guys. If you are, chubby or heavyset or obese, you want to exercise. Why? Because muscle doesn't hold toxins. Fat does. That's why I'm telling you to exercise so much. Otherwise, I'd just be like, hey, just stare into the sun and just, No, you want to exercise. You want to get rid of all that toxic body fat. You got to get rid of all of it because it's holding the toxins. What's in it? Sodium. If you take a pig and cut it open, that shit gonna be salty because that pig is nothing but a bunch of fat. That's why the pig is so damn salty. That's why that bacon tastes so damn good. It's because of all that sodium in there. It is so unhealthy, pigs. Damn, I'm so glad I came to the terms with this. All right, so push-ups. Why? Because push-ups is forcing out all that sweat. That's a good thing. Push-ups are also putting 2 grounds to the ground instead of just 1. So you're getting a faster electrical flow than you would if you were just doing that. Hold your head up as much as you can. If the sun is in your view, you're going to get another electrical source. So you're just circling energy like crazy when you do push-ups. I love push-ups. I love doing push-ups. I like doing as much as possible. I feel like I can do about 80 push-ups right about now. Why? Because I got rid of the sodium. Why do I feel like I can do more, ejaculations up to like maybe 5, 6, 7 times a day? That's not normal. That's normal for like a Superman. Like, what? Get rid of the salt, bro. Get rid of it. It's in all your food. It's in everything. Now, you're going to have some people that come in here talking about, I told you so. I told you to get rid of salt. Okay, great. Go make a video about it. Stop following my channel and go make your own channel. All right? If you're showing up to try to teach people, then you are confused because they came to see my channel. They ain't come to see whoever you are. They want to get answers from somebody that they trust. It's not about me. It's that I tell the truth often and people can trust the shit. They can trust what I say. All right, another one is you want to do calf lifts. That is going to get that energy ground cleaned up on your feet. You're going to sweat out in the ankles and the calves, and you're going to feel electricity from the heel of your feet a lot more than if you were just to stand there. You want to keep the knees bent because it allows it to flow through. If you keep them locked, that cuts off of it, like kind of getting a circuit and breaking it to break the circuit. But in that sense, you're actually connecting the circuit by breaking it. So our logical sense is to keep it straight, right? We think that we got some kind of circuit going. No, that's not what's happening. The body is to relax and allow things to flow. The only thing that gets hard is the core, because the core is the bank. That's in the stomach. So you want to do crutches in and out like that, and you have the electricity forming in the core. So those are the exercises. So if you do these things, you are going to decalcify yourself within a matter of a couple of days, maybe even one day. Depending on how far you go into it, you're going to hit that spectrum and keep going. So this is what you have to do. You have to go into the light, and you got to squirm until that shit comes out, because that shit is nothing but poison. And when you do, the results are going to be so much more gratifying, and you're welcome in advance, because if you do this, if you do, no, just kidding. You won't be doo-dooing anymore, actually. You're not going to doo-doo at all. If you do this, you're going to be extremely gratified. Every part of your body is going to be so optimized that there's nothing going to be stealing the energy, and you're going to see your maker. You're going to be one happy camper, and you're going to have room for expansion, for your pineal gland to grow the full size of a fist, and there's not going to be anybody that can stop you. You will be unstoppable. You won't be like the Chi Master who is worshiping the checkerboard in the form of a yin-yang symbol only to be deceived. You got the truth here. The truth is something that most people can't handle, but the truth will set you free. And when you do get awake, stay awake.